Welcome everyone to the show. Orchard City League, let's go. Draft your dream team, set your line. Touchdowns, tackles every time. Fantasy battles, rivals meet. Orchard City League can't be beat.
Welcome back, boys. Week 16. Playoffs? Playoffs? We're in the playoff season. Unfortunately for me and Brad, neither one of us made it. So there's that. We have our four seeds. We have playoffs are set, ready to rumble. Releasing the pod a little early this week just so we could get all the playoff teams on here. They're ready to go. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to hop right into this. As you can see, we already have our matchup set. Bryce is going to take on Dylan. Quinn's going to take on Trey. A lot to unfold here. Quinn didn't have his lineup set whenever I had made this earlier. We're going to bring him on here. We're going to talk to him. Just kind of get into the nitty gritty of things. So we're excited to start. We're going to send Quinn the text now, Bradley, that he can join. In the meantime, Quinn, cue ball. He's the 2 seed. He's had a solid team all year. Interested to see what his take is on the upcoming game he has with Trey. So, and there he is. There's the man. And thanks for joining.
Honor.
So as I was just telling everyone else, you hadn't set your lineup whenever I made this earlier. You're slightly the underdog here. Just wanted to make that clear. But let's hop over to your game. We just have. There we go. So first question: have you replaced Tua?
I have. I'm a little late to the party, but he is gone.
You said you have replaced him?
If he's gone.
All right, cool. So Quinn has replaced Tua. I'm gonna pull this up on my iPad real quick, just so we can give
Aaron Rodgers, I believe.
You got A-Rod. So now
late
Quinn's
edition.
actually projected. Quinn's actually predicted to win this game. It should be a 12-point favor for Quinn. So, Quinn, let's just ask you about your year, man. How have you felt about the year so far in terms of fantasy?
I feel like the consistency that I have gotten from one or two players every week is what's allowed me to win. I feel like I've had some guys kind of not live up to expectations. But other than all the questionables I have on this sheet right now, I feel like I've been pretty healthy overall. Patty had to blow his knee out right now. That one's
Sure.
tough. Haven't had Ayuk from the Niners all year, being on IR. But for the most part, I've stayed pretty healthy. And like I said, I've just had like two guys every single week consistently put up huge numbers, which has allowed me to win. The roster is old. The roster's got a lot of lower back pain, and it's just harder to get out of bed for them. But continue to find ways to win.
Yeah, so we had talked about that before, right? You kind of have like the older squad, and it's been evident that you've been all in this year. Trade in for some key pieces. As you kind of alluded to, you've had some stinkers. Saquon Barkley, you made a deal for him earlier this year, and he hasn't lived up to the expectation. Now, if you had 2024 Saquon Barkley on this squad, boy, the league's in trouble. But going back to what you had mentioned about Brandon Ayuk, he's supposed to be finding a new squad next year. Is that right, Brad?
Yes, that is correct. I have been told, not by anyone, just by shows I watch, that he will not be on the 49ers next year.
So Quinn, where would be the ideal situation for what's the ideal situation for Brandon Ayuk?
He's got that shirt on right now.
I mean, I don't want to speak anything to existence. I don't know if I have that kind of power, but the Bills Josh Allen needs somebody to throw the football to other than his four tight ends. So I'm thinking it's a perfect landing spot. The weather is going to be a little bit of an adjustment,
Sure.
but he's going to get the rock thrown to him a lot by the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, hands down the best quarterback too. Like I even after 2 weeks ago, seeing what he did against Cincinnati, I'm like, dude, this guy's by far the best in the league.
He's different.
Different, different. He makes throws that you should be able to make. He's elusive. You can't tackle him. He's tough. He's the perfect package when it comes to quarterback, and the perfect landing spot was Buffalo. Buffalo took that guy in, so loves him. But yeah, Brandon Ayuk on the Bills squad next year would be huge for you. Absolutely huge. So, Quinn, let's talk a little bit about your matchup here. How do you feel about going up against Trey?
Tell you what Trey has been able to do this year with this team has been special. You look at his roster and you're like, he's got he's got some pieces like having Josh Allen obviously huge, having JT, what JT's been able to do huge. But then you just look at the other guys, you're like, they should be very
How?
good. Yeah, like
Right?
how do they
Yeah.
keep finding ways to win? Whether it's the teams they're playing on or just the guys, the data that they had done up to this season, or even honestly some of the data they're putting out this season. You're like, how is he finding ways to win? But kudos to him. Great GM, great positioning of guys, and he continues to find
Pause.
ways to win.
Pause. I said this last week in the pod as well about great GM. Brad, what's the controversy with the great GM when it comes to Trey?
He's made some questionable trades. He definitely has. But like, if he wins it all, if he somehow beats Quinn and wins it all, then it doesn't matter. Like, it's
This is the thing with Trey. That's the thing with Trey, right? So last year he won it. No one expected him to win it. And then I think like 2 or 3 years ago, Quinn, I'm pretty sure you were still in the league at this point. We were in the dynasty, but he won it again. And it's like you look at Trey's team, you never think that he's going to be relevant, and somehow he's always in it at the end. So,
he is.
where's your confidence level at this week, Quinn?
I mean, I'm at an all-time high. You know
Okay.
what's really hurting me right now is Devontae Adams is out. Um,
Yeah, that's a big killer
and
this week.
Yeah, the
that's
three 1 yard touchdowns a game, you ain't got it this
so I
week.
was gonna say he's guaranteed 4 total yards, 3 touchdowns minimum. Like
Right.
4 yard, 3 touchdowns. I mean, it just that one's gonna hurt. Patty going down is tough, but
Yep.
I mean, I'm feeling confident. I've got some ballers that show out when it means the most, and I think this is the
Yep.
time. I've got some favorable matchups of who my guys
Yeah.
are playing. So I feel great.
Yeah. So matchup wise, I'm looking at the squad here, and yeah, you do. I mean, Jacobs at Chicago. I like that. I really don't trust Chicago's defense. Josh Jacobs been a unit all year, so give me that one. And even Saquon at Washington. Maybe this is the Eagles need to get rolling here. Maybe they find something with Saquon. You really need him to kind of pop off here late. And Rodgers at Detroit. He's playing. He's not out in the cold when he's out in the elements. He's going to be playing in a dome. He loves playing in Detroit, so I think that's a favorable matchup there as well.
I'm looking for 2 touchdowns to DK in that game.
Yeah,
I'm looking to get some help from him. But like I said, favorable matchups. I think it's going to go my way.
cool. I like it, man. Brad, you got anything else for Q ball?
I do have a very specific question. With the birth of your newborn child, will you be changing your picture to both of them now? Or are we just sticking with Theo?
I think right now, with the unawareness of Oliver and the the wins that Theo has produced me with that look on his face, I'm going to keep that one rolling. But
That's
I
fair.
will look to next year, adjusting accordingly to not show one of my sons I love them more than the other.
Yep.
All right, Quinn, thanks for your time, man. We appreciate you joining. Good luck this week, and maybe we'll talk to you next week for the championship week.
Fellas, I love that you do this. I appreciate it. And Brad, can't wait to see you at that Clippers game in inning 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Inning 7. That's
oh yeah,
tough.
big punishment coming up. But thanks, Quinn, man. We'll see you. All right, so let's get Trey. We're doing Trey or Dylan. We gotta do Dylan first. Gotta get Dylan on the line.
Do you want to do Dylan where we already have Trey's up here?
Yeah, we can hop Trey in. Trey, join. So as we talked about earlier, Trey's squad. You're looking at it. You can see it, right? How's he win? How's he win games? Trey's actually the number 3 seed. He clinched playoffs. What, Brad? Like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was him and the three-headed monster ran away with clinching playoffs, and it's been a fun
Yeah.
one to watch. Sit back at the end of the train and just watch it chug along.
And Trey's actually the reason why I'm not in the playoffs because he couldn't beat Coffee, even though he put up Kyle Pitts. But without further ado, our boy Trey is here. Trey, thanks for joining us, man.
What's going on, boys?
Oh, not a whole lot, dude. Not a whole lot. Looking at the matchups here, man. So, just a few quick questions. How you feeling about the squad? How do you feel about it? How everything's played out this year?
You know, the squad is it's battled through some adversity, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I
it's definitely.
I'm here being my inner Jerry Jones this year, making some rough decisions, and somehow I'm still making the playoffs. So
Hey, your rough decisions led you to the 3 seed. I mean, Brad and I were talking about this right before you joined. You've been clinched for a few weeks now, and everyone can dog on the trades, but at the end of the day, look who's in the postseason and look who's not. So,
yeah, I've been thinking that along the road.
who would you say is definitely like the catalyst, like the bell cow on your team? Obviously, there's two that obviously come to mind, but who's like that dark horse that you're like, this guy's been huge for me this year?
Um, you know, I mean, lately here down the stretch, I mean, RJ Harvey's been coming in clutch here lately. He's
Yeah,
been
man,
getting
he
me
really
through some through some tough times.
Yeah, he really made me mad because I had Dobbins all year, right? And Dobbins would be the workhorse for the first 70 yards of offense. But then once it got down there inside the red zone, they bring in RJ Harvey for 4 touches, and he was one getting the touchdowns. So it kind of put a dampening on, my game plan there. But Brad had a question as well.
What you got, Brad?
I probably did,
You're gonna have
but yeah, I mean, so you said you feel do you feel confident? I guess I don't know if you mentioned your confidence. Do you feel confident going up against Quinn this week?
You know, Quinn's got a great squad. I'll give it to him. He's got me sweating a little bit about this one. But you know, my squad, like I said, we battled through some adversity, and somehow we do show up in big games. Maybe when we least expect it, but you know, Ted McMillan's always a breakout away from going for 30 plus. We see what Kyle Pitts can do, and we got JT who's just due for a huge game coming up.
Yeah, he hasn't had one of his like 8 touchdown games in a while. So yeah, he probably needs at least a 4 touchdown game.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Trey,
yeah,
you're a 12-point dog this week. Does that scare you at all, or do you think that you can come out of this win here against Quinn?
I think I got a real chance. You know, 12 points is a pretty big spread. I have stared at Quinn's roster a little bit, and the quarterback situation makes me feel a little bit better. So I think I got a pretty good shot.
Looking at your matchups here, you have Josh Allen on the road at Cleveland. You have Cortland Sutton in Jackson or against Jacksonville in Denver. You have Kyle Pitts traveling to Arizona. Any of these guys that are like he could really go off this week and get us over the hump to beat Quinn and get us in the championship?
Um, I would say this week, you know, I kind of have a good feeling about Bucky Irving. You know, I mean,
Bucky,
Bucky's been
Bucky at
easing his way
Carolina,
back into it. Yeah, Carolina's they've been showing out this year. I'll give them that.
big
But
game. I mean, this is play like this is a division implications, right? They're
yeah,
both knotted at the top of that division, right?
well, yeah, and I
I think
mean,
with a
we got
win, Tampa Bay has like a 68% chance of making it, and like it's weird though because Carolina with a win only has like 48. It's weird how that
Yeah, I don't
math on is weird.
understand. Yeah, it's very strange to look at. But, I think they have J.C. Horn back at corner.
Yeah, J.C. Horn's been a dog this year.
And J.C., I mean, we're going up against Mike Evans, who obviously is a dog.
Yep,
But,
for sure.
that takes away one of Baker's receiving threats, and I think that opens up the backfield for Bucky Irving.
I like it. So confidence is high. You have some favorable matchups. Is Kyle Pitts going to have another 3-touchdown game?
It is Kyle Pitts, and we know how his career has been so far, so we'll see.
You never
Make
know.
a prediction on Kyle Pitts this week. Trey will be taking an ice at the end of this week for Kyle Pitts.
Oh,
Ooh,
do we
some
have
bold
do we
words,
have a
Cotton.
do we have a friendly wager? I think we should brew one up here.
Oh yeah, I'll take an ice if he doesn't. If what's the over? What's his projected? If he scores,
He's projected. If he scores
over
over
that.
his projected, you'll take an ice.
I will take an ice.
And then Trey will take an ice, obviously, if it's 0.
If it's 0, yeah. So really, you got
All right. Let's do
I
it.
accept those terms.
yeah. Oh, that's
All right. Perfect. All right, cool. Well, Trey, man, thanks for joining. Best of luck this week. Maybe we see you next week on the pod for championship week.
Hey,
Congratulations
fingers
on
crossed.
making the playoffs.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
All right, later.
All right, so now we got to get Dylan in here.
Dude.
So Dylan was kind of the dark horse here. There was a 3-way battle for that last spot in the playoffs. I needed Dylan to lose last week. He ended up winning by like 2 or 3 points, which kicked me out. Me and him had the same record, but he scored more points, putting him in there at the 4 seed. We've talked previously, Brad. This is Brad's champion,
This
right?
is my champion prediction. Yep, I have predicted him to win it all. I'm pretty excited.
So a lot of pressure here on Dylan. He has some dudes. Devon Achan, dog. He's the one that ended up beating me last week. He has a stud at tight end. Travion Henderson's, came around. He had a great game last week. Dylan's team is pretty solid all around. I guess the one blemish on his team would be Jacoby, right?
Yeah, but he's not been.
I noticed he's not.
Here, though.
I noticed he's not starting Trevor Lawrence after a 6-touchdown game. What are your thoughts on that, Brad?
Yeah, that's shocking, but I also kind of get it because for one, they're going up against Denver's defense, which is probably the best defense in the league, and you got Bo Nix playing pretty well. I think they've already clinched the playoffs, so now they're just going to the division against the Chargers, and Brissett's playing Atlanta's defense. So look at him; he's all set up. He's ready.
I got it.
Dylan's got the do-rag on.
Do-rag. Got to get dirty up in here in the playoffs, boys.
Hey, Dylan, thanks for joining. I hate that you're part of this podcast because that means I'm not in the playoffs because of you. So I appreciate you, even though I don't appreciate you at the same time. We just have a few questions for you, man.
All right, let's hear it.
The first week of the playoffs. How do you feel about your squad overall this year? What are some high points, some low points, if there are any?
Well, high point wise will be Brad trading me Devon Achan for sure.
Sure.
My boy Pickens being one of the best receivers in the NFL is definitely up there.
Pickens. Now, speaking of Pickens, is that a Pickens in the background I see?
Pickens is up there. I made sure it was up since we was recording today.
Who all you got in there? Is that Haskins?
We got Haskins, R.I.P.
Yep.
Pickens. Got the man OJ right there.
The Juice.
R.I.P.
The Juice.
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, R.I.P. Some would say R.I.P. Some may not.
Some would not. Yeah.
And then our boy Vic, of course.
Her.
The GOAT, rough, the dog.
I'm pretty sure I sold you that one.
You did. Years ago, and I still got it.
Yep. So you're feeling good about the squad. Squad's in a good spot.
Pretty decent. I did make a little change right before we got in the pod. I see you guys screenshot, but I dropped Boswell for Texans kicker Fairbairn since
Okay.
they're going up against LA. I got to make up for points where Bryce just annihilates everybody else. So I got
Okay,
defense and kicker.
So what's your strategy with the kicker then? You think the kicker is going to put up big numbers?
Hey, he's like number 4 kicker. Boswell's just been kicking extra points because Steelers been scoring touchdowns for some reason. But my sneaky guy is going to be Wan'Dale Robinson in there. He's top 10 receiver on the year now. So
I noticed you made some roster adjustments this year. I paid really close attention to the lineup last week, obviously.
yeah,
What was the thought process behind benching Lawrence this week?
just pretty much defensive matchup. He's going up against Denver, and then I bench Baker too for Jacoby even because Baker's not been very consistent this year. Jacoby's been putting up 20-plus point games since he took over for Kyler, and got to look to push that on. But
Hopefully he throws 40 times this week like he has been, right?
yeah, just hopefully not to Trey McBride. We'll do Michael Wilson since Bryce leaves him on his bench, but
Yep.
Trey McBride we need to keep out of the
Bradley has a question for you
deal.
too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so you mentioned about so you're pretty confident this week. One question I had a question about Quinn's profile picture. I don't know why I'm focusing on that. Why is my boy Devon Achane not in the profile picture? Why is it not?
We haven't updated it yet. He was newly acquired after the fact, and ChatGPT kind of loses brain cells when you try to do some of this
Aqua
stuff.
Orange would look pretty good in that profile picture.
We might throw him in there, but it's gonna be hard to knock some of them guys out of there.
All right, so Dylan, this has been the topic of conversation the last few weeks on the pod, right? We kind of predicted this. We kind of predicted this is where the playoffs are going to shake up. You versus Bryce. What's your confidence level? I know you kind of alluded to it. Do you think you have a legitimate shot? Are you going to be able to beat Bryce to move on to championship week?
Confidence is probably wishy-washy. It's going to depend on how few of my guys start out. I mean, Javante's been kind of hit and miss. And that's going to depend on how Pickens is involved versus CD, since they're kind of going to be going head-to-head for touches there. But as long as Vrabel don't hate Travion, I feel pretty decent. I am kind of down since Mahomes decided to tear his ACL last week. I don't know how old Minshew was going to treat my boy Rice there. He's also in concussion protocol. So,
but Minshew's been your guy for a while.
Like I'm a Minshew fan, so I'm gonna ride with him.
Hey, maybe this is like where your fandom just goes to the roof.
It could,
and he goes crazy, and Rashee Rice somehow propels you into the championship week. So fingers crossed for that for you. There was another question I had. It was about your team. I can't remember. Brad, do you have anything else for the guy here?
I feel like Coffee's the perfect one to ask this. As you know, you are my championship pick. You've been that way since pretty much the pod started. So no one has talked shit yet, and I'm a little disappointed. So would you?
No one's talked shit yet on what?
No one has talked shit about their opponent. So I'm going to.
Yeah, no one's trashed the opponent.
Yeah, Trey and Quinn were like, "Oh, I respect the opponent. They've done great at setting their lineups." Like, no, I want someone to be called out.
We know, fuck Bryce. He's inactive in our chat, And then you like to just cater to him and get on your knees and send him whatever players he might want off your roster for pennies on the dollar.
Me?
No, Brad.
You. No,
Brad.
He's talking about the Zay Flowers trade, who he doesn't even play.
No, Brad sent Bryce Quinshawn for pennies on the dollar,
and he doesn't even play him.
Right?
He doesn't need to.
No, he don't need to. But man, some of the trades just went through on Bryce's team this year. But yeah, we gotta bank on some top tier performances because Bryce is just loaded though.
He's loaded, but he's had some 160 point games.
He has.
Which is probably about as low as he can go. So you gotta hope for a pretty decent game from your squad and hope Bryce, Hope
That I do.
Gibbs gets like the 6 or 7, or Bijan gets like 12. Maybe Jamar doesn't get very many targets. Um, so you just never know, man. Hopefully Trey McBride doesn't have a week like he did last week.
Yeah,
So
Trey McBride's kind of slow. Puka, I mean, Devontae Adams was hurt for LA too, so Puka's target share could go up. But
and honestly, I like some of your matchups this week, right? So you got H-Chan against
that's
the
what I'm
Bengals.
banking on as my matchups to
Yeah.
pull me through. Bryce has a lot tougher matchups for some of his guys, and it's part of why I swapped out kicker. And then Houston's defense has been shocking. They've been putting up 15 to 20-ish a game
Dude,
a
that's
few weeks.
nuts. Like,
So,
dude, this defense have projected 12 points this week. That's
right.
insane.
So,
Double-digit projection.
and then Bryce
Also
had
playing Vegas.
Denver's playing against the Jags, and T-Loss coming off that 6 touchdown week. So, may
Maybe
make
it's
up
the
some
defense that
points.
propels you. Maybe it's the defense.
It is. Defense wins championships, so they're
There you
gonna
go.
prevail me to the next round. If I can knock off Bryce, I'm riding on the promised land. So
Awesome.
we're just banking on it.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, Dylan. Hopefully, you're in the podcast next week when we're talking about championship week. So
Let's hope so. Thanks for having me, boys. Fuck you,
yeah.
Brad.
See you,
That's
Dylan.
crazy. That's crazy. After I picked him to win it all, that's crazy.
All right, so our last one here is our number 1 seed, Bryce. As you guys can see, I mean, he has probably the best roster ever assembled in an 18 fantasy football league by far.
I'd say.
Like, I don't think it compares. A lot of that had to do with some trades that happened early in the year. Bryce acquired a bunch of draft picks. He originally did not have Jamar Chase on his squad. I traded him because he offered me Zay Flowers and 5 first-round picks, something I really couldn't pass up. Trey McBride, he picked up off waivers. Puka Nakua in year 1, he picked up off waivers. He drafted Bijan Robinson. He's drafted really well. All of his draft picks from last year hit. So he's sitting pretty, man. He's sitting pretty. We're trying to get some of those draft picks away from him.
It's a struggle right now, but it don't matter how many draft picks I got. I'm like the damn Dolphins. I can't draft worth shit. So
yeah, Brad, I'm gonna need you to come up with some sort of question.
yeah,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Fuck
Here he
this
is.
guy.
Man,
Fuck
the
this
myth,
guy.
the legend. Hey, nice. Is that one of those branded Bills hats?
Yep, I just got it
I like
a
that.
couple days ago.
I like it.
Appreciate
Looks
it. Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
All right, Bryce. Well, thank you for joining.
Absolutely.
There's been a lot of hype around this team this year. Just wanted to start it off real quick. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to this, but how do you feel about your team? How you feel you and your team have performed so far this year?
Josh, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I wake up in the morning, piss excellence. I'm just no one in this league can hang with my stuff, and I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine.
Oh.
And if you ain't first, you're last, and I plan on being first at the end of the season.
Oh, Bryce is
So-
bringing the freaking heat.
So we're not playing around.
We've had no responses like this, Brad. We've
No,
had no
we've not.
responses.
I love it. I
No.
love it.
We're not playing around.
Dylan talked more crap about Brad. He didn't really say a whole lot about Bryce.
Yeah, because he knows what's coming down the pipeline. Like he
So-
understands. He understands what's going on.
My follow-up question was what is your confidence like this week? But I'm pretty sure I already have that answer as well.
I mean, we're at an all-time high right now, Josh. I'm gonna be plain and simple with you. I mean, I got some notes from his team. I mean, his starting lineup. I mean, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's gonna be feeding Trey McBride all day. I mean, he's gonna have 10 to 12 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's about 40 points for him. Monte Williams got a neck injury. He's gonna have about 4 carries on Sunday, about 2.5 points. Von A-Chain. Tua, I mean, he's not throwing the ball to him anymore. Quinn doesn't throw to running backs. Everyone knows that. So that's another about 9 points for him. Rashid Rice has been hit harder in the last 2 weeks than the cars he hit on that highway. George Pickens, I mean, the shine's worn off. He can go back to Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm done with him.
Brock Bowers, he plays for a JV NFL team. I mean, they may score 4 points on Sunday. They'll find a way. Travion Henderson, now I do need him to do well. I would love to see him go for 25 because I am playing Trey in another league and I have him on my team in the championship this week. So I do need him to do well. Wandale Robinson, I mean, Jackson Dart has had more concussions than the Giants have had wins this year. So, I mean, he may not even be able to see Wandale Sunday. Bo Nix is Bo Nix. I mean, it is what it is. That's about 10, 15 points from him. It looks like he picked up a new kicker. He's a kicker, whatever. And, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, the way he's going to win this game, which is not going to happen, Texans defense, I mean, they're playing the Raiders. Like I said, they're a JV team. So I'm ready to say that they're going to be his highest scoring person on his team, the Texans defense this week. And I even look at his bench, like Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he started on my team. And, we don't, over here on this side, like, unless you're a top 5 fantasy quarterback, you don't play for me. I mean, he played the Jets last week, which is the other JV NFL team. So I don't blame him for not starting him. I mean, I cut him for a reason. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I don't see an outlet where he wins this game, honestly.
I need to change my championship pick right fucking now. Bryce may take his team to the fucking moon.
I'm planning on living in the penthouse this year, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I gave Trey the win last year. He's enjoyed the penthouse, and Brad, they get the heat situated for you down in the basement. I knew that was an issue last year for you. I wanted to make sure that you're good to go for this off season. I mean, it's getting cold out there.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I mean,
I know
I'll
you had
be down
issues with
here.
it last year, and I made sure you guys had some blankets, but just want to make sure you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm good. I built a
Good.
5-star hotel.
It's good to hear.
Down here, buddy.
Even some of the, I know we may get into it, but Josh, some of the trades we made. I mean, Lamar's not even starting for me this week. I mean, he can kick rocks for all I care.
Yeah,
And
sure.
And Brad, thanks for Zay Flowers and a young running back, which helped me get Jamar Chase. So we're feeling pretty good over here.
Yeah. Wow. I don't even know what else to say.
Mid pod.
I
I think I have to switch my pick. Like I don't like Dill was not like. I mean, I see Bryce's team, but Bryce came in quoting Talladega Nights. Had a quote right beside him. Didn't want to mess up. The quote, so
I don't got the quote written down anywhere. I just got the team. I didn't write down that quote. I mean, I had that thing on the dome.
Okay, so 4 minutes ago, Brad was like, "Yeah, I got Dylan. Give me Dylan's gonna win the championship."
Brad loves telling people what they want to hear. I mean, I knew he was probably going to flip his pick when I came on and just rattled off facts. I mean, I did the math on my team. I mean, average age on my team is 19 and a half. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good.
And that's the reason why Bryce gave away all of his draft picks. Because
somehow I still have a first round pick this year. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it happened.
I don't have a first round pick, which is crazy. So, but going back to our trade, sorry Lamar's been such a stinker.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But Jamar Chase has been pretty favorable. He's going up against Miami this week, so he could go ballistic, or are the Bengals just done for the year? They might just be done.
I mean,
it's the biggest ass off of the year.
I mean,
the Dolphins.
I mean, I've seen Joe Burrow live in action back in high school, back in the good old days. And if I know anything about old Joe Burrow, he's heard all the press going after him this week. So I'm anticipating 455 touchdowns. That means Jamar is probably 293 of them. So I mean,
usually if he goes crazy, it's on Jamar's shoulders.
Especially if is T playing this week?
He hasn't been released yet. I think they have until tomorrow.
I got you.
He has to be a full participant by tomorrow, or he can't play. So,
I mean, with him out there, they got to throw the ball to someone.
He's worse. He's worse without T though. statistically he has worse games without T.
Yeah.
Higgins.
I mean, you got to buck the trend at some point. Broken clocks, right? Twice a day. So
And they're going up against the Dolphins. So
yeah, it seems like they're ready to tank their season.
I wish we
Oh,
would
they're
be ready
ready.
to tank 4 weeks ago.
Hey, who you got in the draft this year for, because they're paying $97 million for the next 100 years.
Probably, my guess is we lose these 3 games, and they're just like, oh, fuck, we made a mistake. We have to throw someone back out there who can't throw a 20-yard out route. So,
I mean,
20 years till we win a playoff game.
you're going to pay Daniel Jones about $35 million a year to come to play in Miami.
And this is not on GTA. If that happens, I will shoot myself. Not on GTA. In real life.
That's
mean,
wild.
It's either him or Kyler.
I could see like a trade for trade, Kyler for Tua. Because then no one has to eat a contract. You just get ass for ass.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose situation for both sides.
Yeah. But you know damn well I'll be buying a Kyler jersey.
So Bryce,
just take the last name off and put Kyler on it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Put Murray on the back.
Probably change numbers.
Go ahead, Josh. I don't want to hijack.
All right. Yeah. So we I just have one more question. What's your plan for the future? Or have you not looked that far yet because your team is at an average of 19 and a half years old?
I mean, by the time that I'm worried about the future, I'll be about 32. That's when I'll start to worry about the future. I got 2 of the top 2 running backs in fantasy, and I got about 7 of the top 7 receivers in fantasy. So, they're all about, like I said, 18, 19 years old. They're not even in their prime yet. There's another step for Puka and Jamar, where they're going to just be number 1, number 2 best receivers in the league, averaging about 19 catches a game. So, a 300-point week is not too far in the future for me.
Yeah, it's not out of the realm for you. I agree.
No, absolutely not.
Before you joined, me and Brad were talking. This is probably the greatest 8-team dynasty team ever assembled. I don't know if you could get it better. So
I appreciate that, Josh. I really do.
Yeah.
I've only proposed one trade, and that was our Jamar Chase trade. Looking back, I gave Trey a used printer for Cook and 2 first-round picks, which helped really flip my roster around.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like you did him dirty?
Not really. The first offer was a first and a third, and I said no, and he countered me with 2 firsts, and I was like, kind of have to take it at that point.
If you're giving, I'm buying.
I'm not. I do. I know Tyler Warren here in a couple years, Brad. I'm going to be hurt when he's the outright number 1 tight end in the league. But it's going to be him and Trey McBride running neck and neck for the next 8 to 9 years. So as long as he stays healthy, we're good.
Go ahead,
shoot, Brad.
So all these scandals around college football have been happening, and I'm hearing Dill has a scandal similar going on, sleeping with one of his staffers. Do you have any comments on that?
It just shows that his head's not in it. He knows. It's like Sharon. He knew what was going to happen when Ohio State rolled in, and they're just not focused. His squad he's got a lackluster squad over there, and they just, they're already booking their trips to Cancun. I've already seen some of the itineraries. These guys they got a fun trip ahead of them. I saw some of the stuff that's on their itinerary for Cancun, but they know what it is. They knew their season's going to end at some point.
Well, there you have it. All I gotta say is, Bryce, hope you win, dog. Because if not, you're gonna be eating a lot there, buddy.
It is what it is. Make your bed and lay in it, but that's how confident I am in my squad. Which 4 people want to go for 30 this week is pretty much all I'm worried about.
Well, Bryce, we appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're able to join us next week in championship week. It seems like you're already planning that.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I've already got my shelf knocked off for the
I made a
championship
bet with
trophy.
Trey earlier. Would you like to
and
make a side wager?
we have to get a trophy this year. So whoever wins this year, they're getting
Spinner
the
belt.
first real
Spinner belt.
trophy.
Spinner belt.
I'll just text you my address, and whenever you order it, you can just send it to my house. It's fine.
All right.
Bryce,
Noted.
would you like to
But
make
hey,
a
Brad,
side bet
Brad,
on your game?
yeah, Brad wants a friendly wager.
What are you thinking?
So you're very so out of a 10, you're like a 12 in confidence.
I'd say about a 15, but
Okay.
12's fine.
15. You want to do an ice wager?
What are we thinking?
What's your spread? 31, right?
Pretty tight.
It's probably changed by now because Dylan made some adjustments. It's 32.
32.
So the
Closest
adjustments
one
made
in a
it worse.
while.
Okay. Yeah, the closest one in a while. That is.
Wait,
yeah.
hey Brad,
So
time
if you-
out, time out. I don't know what you're playing with, but
I'm sorry. I'm having a lot of fun. It's my Mojo
Playing-
energy pouches.
I thought it was a freaking Optimus Prime Transformer.
all right, but yeah,
toy.
go ahead with the wager.
If you cover that spread, I will take 2 ices. If you don't, you take 1.
Yeah,
You'll take
I will
it.
take that
I like
bet.
it.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, Bryce. Well, cool, man. Again, thanks for joining. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this. I know it's late, and hopefully we see you next week on the pod for
Yeah,
championship
I would.
week.
I mean, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I mean, I love you guys so much, and I'll make sure I already got next week blocked off. So we're good to
Okay.
go.
All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, and maybe see you next week.
No, you will. I'll see you.
All right. See ya.
See you.
Is he off? He's still hanging? All right, there we go.
He's off.
All right, well, hey, dude, you saw it, man.
Are we
Bryce
making
is confident.
picks? Do you have picks?
Bryce is
I'm ready to
confident.
make picks.
All right, so let's just go back here. Brad, I'll let you start it off for us, man.
Oh man, so the Trey and Quinn matchup is very interesting to me. I don't really know which way I want to lean. Like I think that's going to be a really close matchup. With Quinn having a newborn child, that's a boost to morale, but it also could have led to some distractions. And I think Trey's ready, primed and ready to take that throne back, and he'll advance to the championship. And then Bryce and Coffee on my side of the picks. I've picked Coffee for the last 7 weeks, has been my championship pick. And man, Bryce came in there with a lot of confidence. A lot. And I know I said I'd switch my championship pick, but I just can't do it. I'm sticking with Coffee. Coffee's going to pull this one out. And I know it. And Devon Achan is going to drop 40 this week to propel him. And I can't wait to see the look on Bryce's face after that one.
All right, so you got Dylan and Trey in the championship.
I've got Dylan Trey in the championship.
Okay. Again, kind of the same boat as you, man. Looking at Quinn and Trey's matchup, I think this one's pretty much like a toss up. Both teams, you really don't know. Trey has somehow managed to win. He gets wins when you don't think that he should. I mean, last week he scored almost 180 points in a loss, so like he could score. Quinn has obviously put together a lot of wins. Only 3 losses on the year. But some of those old dudes, man, like you just don't know about them. But I like Quinn's matchups for his guys this week. So I'm actually going to take Quinn over Trey and put Quinn into the championship week, and then Bryce and Dylan's. I know. We talked about it all year, right, Brad? Like Dylan's the dark horse. Once he got Devon Achan, he just win. His one loss was to me, and that's because Evan McPherson had 24 points, right? So Dylan probably could have put like 5 wins in a row there, 4 or 5 wins in a row there to propel him into the playoffs. But he didn't need it, obviously. But it's hard to beat Bryce. The only way you're going to beat Bryce is if he's scoring about 160, which would mean that your team's having a pretty good week, right? I mean, if you're scoring 160, you got guys that are producing. So
Yeah.
it's tough. With that being said, I have Bryce in this one. He might not cover the spread as we had talked about earlier, but I think at the end of the day, these two teams are they have the most wins, they've scored the most points. I just think it's hard to beat these guys. So I have Quinn and Bryce in the finals, and that's that. So
Big week. I'm excited I don't have to be a part of it a little bit because I don't have to stress out about my lineup. I can just
yeah.
set whoever I want to.
Oh, and with that, so speaking of, Brad is our biggest loser again, and instead of doing the draft party, I think it's been a group vote that we do the punishment, do like a little group outing with each other, and go to a Columbus Clippers game, Brad. And what were we gonna do at this Clippers game?
Yeah, we're gonna do the. So last year I had to do a golf outing with. It was 9 holes, 9 dogs, 9 beers, and I didn't think I was going to make it through it. I did not think I was going to see the light of day and see this fantasy league year. So I'm glad I made it through that.
Although you killed it, like you killed it. I think you chugged
Yeah,
almost every beer.
yeah, I was good until about the 5th or 6th hole. It was bad after that. Like, I mean, I'm already bad at golf, but the golf game went bad from there. But so we're doing 9 beers, 9 innings, 9 dogs at a Clippers game.
At a
Josh
Clippers game.
suggested a Reds game. I'm not supporting that team. Not for a while. They may change my mind this year, but I will not be giving any money to that organization. So we'll head up to Columbus and.
I feel it, man, and it's probably cheaper up in Columbus too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, cool. Hey, well, we appreciate all the guys that are in the playoff for joining. Guys that didn't make it, better luck next year. We look forward to getting everyone on the pod eventually, talking it out. This was fun. Thanks for listening.
Yep. See you, boys. Peace.
See you guys.